Celeste Barber, welcome to 7:30.
Thanks for having me.
Well, this is a treat. Now, I'm just looking at your touring schedule.
Yeah.
London, Paris, Dubai, the LA Orpheum, and now the Bega Valley Commemorative Civic Centre.
100%.
Now, most people's tours go in the other direction. Tell me about coming back to Bega.
I'm really excited to be bringing this show home. And I'm super excited to be doing a regional tour. I've got such strong ties to the small communities of Australia, and I'm lucky, you say, those fancy places where I play, but to go, like, my favourite people in the world live in Tamworth. My sister went to uni in Toowoomba. I have excellent memories there. My husband was born in Bega. I've never been to Wendouree though, so I'd like to go there. So I want to take the show to the girls. They always come to me. They do. They always fly to me, and I was like, no, I'm going to come to you girls now. Yeah.
And just remind us the name of the tour.
Backup dancer.
For?
Because I have big hopes still to this day at 43 of being a Janet Jackson backup dancer.
So tell me about your T-shirt, because there's 3 people in the studio
I know,
tonight.
I just realised
me.
that. I know, she's staring
is.
right at you, because I have a plethora of Janet Jackson T-shirts and I wear them whenever I can.
And just remind us where that started, that great love of your life.
It was very specifically 1998 Velvet Rope Tour. She brought that show to Australia, and my mum took us in Brisbane, and it just, I don't know, it just changed my life. I loved it. I performed alone every afternoon after school, the full Velvet Rope Tour in my lounge room.
And would you do it for us today? Just kidding.
Look, I was thinking about it. See that? I was like, oh, it's a little uneven over there. If we can move some things around, I reckon I could have a go.
I want to talk to you about your humour, because when I list off those places, we understand, particularly in relation to the way that you mock perfection on Instagram and other social platforms. But I think of the way you do that as being so uniquely Australian. Yeah. But there you are, you're in Dubai, you're in Paris. We don't think of them as sharing the same sense of humour as us. So how does it travel?
It travels better than you would think. I think as well, you know, you look at it from the idea of women of a certain age or a certain body shape or a body type, that we it's shunned away out of the public eye. And obviously in Australia, and also in the UK, it goes really well. We just take the piss out of ourselves, and that's what I do. All I need is your love tonight. All I need is your love tonight.
We know that the Brits, they can come along with us. They get our humour, we get theirs. They're adjacent at least.
Yeah.
But you don't think of it as being so present in France, in the Gulf.
100%, but we're there. We're all there. It's the relatability, I think. It's women kind of seeing themselves in what I do.
Baby, just let me go. You need to let me go. Let me be the one that can you just let me.
Now, we did think for a while there that maybe the way women are represented, that maybe things were changing and that women wouldn't feel the need to objectify themselves so much. And yet it's now 10 years since you started doing that particular fabulous gag, and it's not going anywhere.
No, it's not going anywhere. If anything, unfortunately, it feels like it was a bit of a fad. It feels like body positivity
has been and gone.
Yeah, it was like a trend. It was a hashtag for a while. And now it's like, we put Ashley Graham on a runway, or we talk to Lizzo about how she looks, and so we've ticked that box. But it's like, well, we've ticked that box, so it's done. So unfortunately, it's not getting any better. If anything, I feel like it's going backwards. But the good news for that is I'm just going to keep getting naked.
Yes. Yeah. So you could wear. Anyone can wear a bikini until they die, right?
Absolutely,
so
absolutely, and have fun with it. But I think, you know, culturally and in the media, it's like I say, it was like it was a fad. Like, oh, stop talking about that now. We just want to see the skinny girls again. But I'm not going anywhere.
Now, you also said the other day, or I saw you say, it might not have been the other day, I saw you say you feel lucky about getting older. Tell me what you mean by that.
I lost 3 of my best friends before they turned 40. And and they were all older than me, and I'm older than them now. And I really believe that it's we don't all get to get older. So I find it a real privilege, and I'm just getting better. Do you find as you get older, we just get better?
I watched the episode of Australian Story that you did. It was very moving in lots of ways. In it, you talked about being bullied at school by the mean girls. I wonder if the massive success that you've now had is enough to extinguish the recollection of that pain.
I think I would like to say it's not going to stay there forever, but it's still there now.
What causes it to resurface?
Oh, it's always there. It's interesting. I was just saying about my friends that have passed away. I had emergency open heart surgery when I was 25. So, you know, there's some quite big things to happen. Nothing hits like remembering what it was like to have people go after you for years for no reason, and to all the things that you don't like. And, you know, I was a kid, I was a teenager, so of course you try to figure yourself out, and all the little things that you're not sure about, them honing in and just making that who you were and who you believed you were, the isolation of it all, you just can't, I can't shake it. I really can't. I'm fine, I live a very lovely, happy life. But I think the more I talk about it as well, like you're saying with Australian Story, and people do talk to me a lot about it now since then, that helps to be like, yeah, that was big.
I want to ask you for some advice, Celeste Barber, because I had mean girls at school, and so I have been weighing up whether or not, when you've got a little history of mean girls, whether you should go to that school reunion or under no circumstances go to that school reunion. What's your advice?
Do you want to hear something funny? I wasn't invited to the school reunion. I know.
Get out.
I know. I was invited to one and I went to that. I was just a ball of angst the entire time. But then there's been one since then and I just haven't been invited to it. Yeah. And it's really annoying because that was the year that I made out with Tom Ford. So I was like, this is the year I want to go.
Yes.
Maybe I could like fly in a jet with Tom Ford and turn up. But no, I didn't get invited. I also did write a book and spoke about how I was bullied, so maybe they didn't want me there.
Maybe that was it. So what's your advice to everybody else? Go, don't go. Confront it or just move on and be incredibly successful like you?
Both. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to go, go. Go in a bikini, go naked. Confront. If I got invited, or I'm trying to big note myself now, it's like, if I got invited now, I would go. I did see one of the girls at Bunnings the other day and I screamed and ran the other way, so I don't think I'd
maybe
go.
Not. All right. Celeste Barber, you know, obviously we could talk to you all day, but I must stop and do the rest of the show reluctantly. Thank you very much for coming in and
Thanks
talking
so
to us.
much,
That was
Sarah.
a lot of fun.
Thank you.